Oh, four! Four! There's the sailboat at the beach, there's the sailboat going down, there's the old thing over there, and now there's, oh my gosh. I would say maybe don't ever come here with your boat because I'm just seeing bad luck everywhere.
Last time aboard Freedom, we continued southbound in Puget Sound from Seattle to Vashon Island. On our way there, we took a slight detour to admire a big cargo ship up close and a big sea lion and its pup enjoying the afternoon. Once we settled in at our anchorage in Quartermaster Harbor, I got to work in the engine room, Sean did a few upgrades to the boat, and we patiently waited for the rain to subside. But luckily, by day 5, we were finally ready to explore the island.
Well, it sounds like Sean is taking a little lunch break outside. I heard all this splashing. And then I also noticed that it stopped raining. I am ecstatic. You have no idea. This is almost 5 full days. In like 4 hours, this will be 5 full days of being on the boat. With our short little walk around harbor or quartermaster dock yesterday, that was 4 days. Now we are 5 days. So it stopped raining. It looks to be like it's going to be a nice afternoon. So hopefully a little later we can get off this boat and stretch our legs. I'm surprised I don't feel worse. I thought I'd feel horrible. I was starting to get stressed. Like if I don't move that much, at least every other day, I start to get really crabby and I feel like garbage. But I've just been staying really hydrated, eating well, eating less. Knowing that if we're not moving around and if we're really stuck because it was pouring all day, every day for 3 days, I try to be really healthy so I didn't feel crappy because then it's like a whole domino effect, just a downhill, like, let's get rid of this boat, let's go back onto land type of feeling. So I'm happy the rain stopped and I'm gonna see what Sean's up to.
Oh, hey. Thought I heard something down here.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Just scrubbing the water line.
Since the last time you scrubbed, is there a lot of growth?
No.
Or no, it's pretty good?
No, it's winter. We don't get a whole lot. It's got a lot of sunlight.
I also have yet to do, I have so much homework that I haven't gotten to. For my captain's course, lots of rules, which are lovely. Charting and navigation, which surprisingly, it's not hard, but it takes forever. So if you're doing this course while also doing other things work-related, it's a lot. I finally know how to use dividers. I never knew what these were for. So that's exciting. And then of course all my little arts and crafts and a big chart right there and my parallel rulers. Fun times.
We are headed to Docton Park. We've only been there once before, but it was a fantastic park with some really beautiful trails and some cliffside trails that reminded me of Southern California. Really beautiful. So on a nice day-ish like today, it should be really nice. Not to mention we haven't really walked in 5 days. So before our muscles go and atrophy on us, we're gonna go for a hike.
Hopefully my legs still work. I'm gonna have to like pick each one up and move it forward.
I know. All
All
right.
the stairs on the boat.
I know, it's all the stairs.
Ready?
Ready to rock?
Let's rock.
All right.
Going out.
That was a nice quick little trip. 5-minute dinghy ride or less. Well, the dock is closed for repairs, but in the summer this is packed.
Sadly, much of this dock has remained closed since 2019 due to deterioration beyond repair, and there's currently no money in the county's budget to improve things. Hopefully that changes, since this is a great way for boaters to enjoy Dockton Park here on Maury Island. And yes, this actually isn't Vashon Island, but more on that later.
Sunshine feels so good. We're at the entrance to the trail, which is right across the street from the dock. The dock's over there, and there's a parking lot, and right here. All right, let's move the legs.
Dockton Park blends into Dockton Forest and Natural Area, which is 152 acres of forest and shoreline with an extensive trail system here on the island. Just a few miles north is Maury Island Marine Park, which we didn't get to, but we'll definitely need to explore the next time we come.
So we just came out from the wooded path, and now we are headed somewhere. I think this leads to the cliffs that are really beautiful. Do you feel that warm sunshine against your skin?
I'm getting warm. I'm gonna start shedding layers here pretty soon.
Oh. Oh.
So about the two islands. Most people refer to this entire island as Vashon Island, but there are actually two islands here, Vashon and Maury Island, together making up the largest island in Puget Sound south of Admiralty Inlet. Up until 1916, Maury Island was naturally separated from Vashon by a narrow passage only accessible during low tide. Vashon Maury Island covers nearly 37 square miles, is accessible to West Seattle and Tacoma via ferries, and is a pretty beautiful place to explore if you come here on your own boat.
Even another sailboat wreck right over there. And it looks like there's something right there too. Yeah, this does seem to be where vessels come to die.
I think if you just replace a couple of those beams, you'd be good to go.
Yeah, if you just replace the whole hull. Oof.
Pilot house looks salvageable. At least this side of it.
I think the only thing that's salvageable might be the mast. Ooh, it's like Barnacle City.
surprised that's allowed. The DNR doesn't come.
I know.
Try to like man it up or something.
So no joke, as we're leaving one shipwreck, sadly, we see another boat potentially going down. What do you suppose that blue thing is?
Looks like a fender pad. Bringing a boat up alongside.
Do you think we need to call somebody?
That just happened the other night.
You never know. Now I have that song in my head, Sean. Better Days. I think there will be better days.
Yeah, not a good day. Our boat's going down.
No.
Hopefully we get back in ours.
Oh my God. There's another one.
Was it?
Oh my God. We got to go over there. It's another. I can't believe it. We had no idea. This is like crazy. There's a third. Is that 3? There's a third shipwreck. Second official shipwreck. Oh, 4. 4. There's the sailboat at the beach. There's the sailboat going down. There's the old thing over there. And now there's, oh my gosh. I would say maybe don't ever come here with your boat because I'm just seeing bad luck everywhere. This is nuts. Nuts. Thank God we're over there.
I hope our boat's still safe.
I know. Now I'm getting worried.
Sean and I have no idea what the story is behind these wrecks or why these boats are allowed to remain in the water, since Washington State is usually really strict when it comes to things like this due to environmental reasons. But they sure do make for some good entertainment when you're cruising by on a dinghy.
Well, that's crazy. Fun experience, though. I mean, how often are you going to be with 4 shipwrecks in the same, 100-yard area? So, good walk, good viewing, and now, back to the ranch. Quite the night tonight. This is the first bad night. We've been here for 6 days, and this is the first real windy night. We'll be leaving tomorrow. And after tonight, I'm kind of happy to go back to a dock. It's like anchor, dock, anchor, dock. When you get sick of being at the anchorage, it's nice to go back to a dock. So.
it's nice to see sunshine. It's pretty warm out. It's maybe in the 50s. I feel like I need a t-shirt or something. I'm a little overdressed right now. But yeah, we're finishing up the work week. Sean put the dinghy up on the deck, and we'll be pulling anchor in just a few minutes. We are getting ready, pulling up anchor, got our course set, and we are actually going to head back to Seattle via the western side of Vashon Island. It may seem a little counterintuitive when you look at the charts and you look at a map, but the cool thing about Colvos Passage is that for whatever reason, Mother Nature decided that the current was always going to run north, which is awesome because then we can take advantage of a little extra speed, hopefully, and not have to worry too much about planning our route based on current. Versus if we had gone around the east side of Vashon Island, we might have to worry about leaving at a certain time to get the most ideal current so we don't have to cruise at 3 knots. .8 knots, 8.9. We're really speeding down the highway, getting some good current. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy coming along with us on our travels and experiencing life living aboard a boat, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll never miss a video. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, it's time for another weekly Q&A. This week we have 3 questions teed up for you, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first question this week comes from Jay, and Jay lives in Augusta, Georgia. How much does your vessel weigh without all the stuff you guys have on your vessel? Our boat weighs about 60,000 pounds without all of our gear, so with our gear, maybe 65 or 70,000 pounds. Our next question this week comes from Kent Farabach. I've noticed that you have a magma grill, but I haven't seen you talk about it before. I've read some reviews that while being very well constructed, they can have issues finally controlling the temperature. What are your experiences and what are some of your favorite meals on the grill? So we actually don't have a magma grill on this boat. We have a magma cover from our previous grill. On all of our boats we've had magma grills, and we had a magma on this boat when we first purchased it. However, I really don't have anything good to say about the magma grill. Like what you've read, I did find it to be well constructed, but really difficult to adjust the temperature. The grill never got very hot, so it wasn't good for getting a nice sear on a steak. It was very affected by the wind. The wind would often blow it out. And the other drawback to the magma is if you were cooking a meal that maybe the food had high grease content, like a burger or a sausage, the grill had a tendency to flare up really bad. You'd get this big uncontrollable inferno, a big grease fire basically started in the grill, so that wasn't ideal at all for grilling. So we now have a Solaire. The Solaire is much better. It reaches really high temperatures, so it's perfect for searing a steak. And it has a infrared style burner, so we don't get flare-ups when you're cooking some of those greasier foods. It's not perfect. In some wind conditions, I've had to put together some workarounds, like keep the lid open an inch so that the flame doesn't get blown out. We found it to be much better than the magma. I've also been curious about the Blaze grills. I've never tried one of those. They look to be well constructed and also have an infrared burner. So if anybody has experience on the Blaze, leave a comment down below. But the Solaire has been a great grill. In our opinion, much better than the magma. Our third and final question this week comes from Colin Park. Do you guys treat your gray or black water? For your gray water, do you have grease and soap residue issues in the piping and the tanks? Any advice about preventing clogs in the drain for the gray water pipes? and people planning to live aboard, such as minimizing food scraps and grease in the dishwasher. We do treat both our gray and our black water tanks. We use, that's what we use.
There you go.
We use No Flex digester. This is nice because it's not like a perfume that's just masking smell. It actually breaks down some of the grime and the solids in both your pipes and your tanks. As far as clogs and soap grime and stuff like that, our gray tank has a removable hatch on the top, and once every 6 months or so I do open up the tank, and we do have some issues with some of the floats sticking with soap grime on them once in a while, and there's also a float that activates an automatic pump to evacuate the tank, so that sometimes can stick if there's soap kind of sludge built up on it. So I do open up the tank once every 6 months or so, and I'll clean it, wipe it out, maybe get a shop vac to get some of the solids that stay at the bottom and never really get pumped out of the tank. So that tends to help with that. Our showers do have catch strainers, so once a month or so we'll open up that strainer and pull a hair and any like large soap grime in there. Our kitchen sink right now is plumbed to our gray water tank, and I think at some point I'm going to put a Y valve and divert the galley sink overboard so that those organic and food matters aren't going into the tank, and I think that would help out quite a bit. So it hasn't been a big issue. The digester certainly helps, but certainly I guess something that you got to look out for, and a little bit less convenient than living in a house and just running everything down the drain. As always, thanks for watching, and thanks for all of your really great questions. If you want one of your questions answered on an upcoming video, look us up on Instagram, MV Freedom Seattle, and drop us a direct message with your name, your location, and your question, and we'll try our best to get it answered on an upcoming video. We hope all of you have a really great week, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. Cheers.